They'll not come. Why? Too much passion and they will suffer. Anyway, this boy, I said, run and come back. He came running. And his face, some change. I told the parents, feed him prasad, put him to a nice person for counseling, he'll be alright. Because initial stages, if it becomes chronic, it is difficult. I have a Mataji, Dr. Kavita. She lives in New York. She is a psychiatrist. I asked, what is the success rate in psychiatry? Honest. Rahuji, not even 10%. Because they'll put you to sleep. That is ignorance. Your mental problem is because of ignorance. And because mind is giving trouble, they'll put you to sleep. That is also ignorance. She said, not even 10%. But we have a solution. Especially for, this stuff. Too much chronic, we can't do anything anyway. Feed them prasad. And make them do physical activity. Then this is all connected to consciousness. So that way, anyway, if not, what happens? We'll be keeping on taking births. Sad, asad, yoni janmashu. That is 3 modes. Understood? Time. You'll go fast because next one is important. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am time. Time is my insignificant energy, Krishna says. Kalosmi loka kshayakrit pravriddho. Time I am. Then Krishna showed the universal form. No beginning, no end. More fires are coming, so many heads. Arjuna asked, hey, who are you? I thought you were my friend, but what is this? Krishna said, time is my energy. Through time, I take everything from everybody. Am I right? Time takes everything from everybody. The beautiful cinema star of yesterday, today, she has to play mother's role. Otherwise, nobody sees her. Right? Should I tell a real story? The power of the time? How many of you know a cinema heroine in India, Meena Kumari? You know her? So she attended a shooting in Chambal Valley, known for dacoits. So they made sets. The shooting was over. In the evening, she was taking a rest. And she heard people were coming on horses. She thought shooting is going on. But it's not shooting. Then 20 dacoits came with guns. And the actual hero of the movie ran away. Everybody ran away. Somebody ran away and locked. The dacoit gang came, stopped the horses in front of her cabin, knocked the door. She was froze. He kicked and opened the door. And with all the 20 people came inside. She was shivering. He took the knife. She was scared. What? He will die? He'll kill her? What? And he gave her the knife and said, autograph, please. So this dacoit leader, he is a fan of Meena Kumari. She signed on his with a dagger. She signed on his hand. He was her fan because of her beauty. But same Meena Kumari, because of time, the power of time. So she went through so many unsuccessful marriages, 5 divorced. From near to our temple in Mumbai, we have a nursing home. Like an orphan, she died, struggling. So the power, time takes everything from everybody. So if you are like 40 and somebody comes, you look very beautiful. Actually, I was looking more beautiful 20 years ago. Right? Time takes everything. Even the body. So where are Napoleons and Hitlers? But because of the power of time, 6 things happen in our body. Out of the 6 things, we take birth. We grow. And then we stay some time. Means we go to college. Then we generate byproducts. Some of you have children, right? Then the body starts dwindling, failing. And one day, death. These 6 things, wherever they happen, means soul is there inside, and these 6 things happen to the body. That is the power of time. But it doesn't happen, and the time has no effect on soul. That's a different thing. Now, we are coming to the actual part for which you are all waiting. Why bad things happen to people? So, what is the definition of karma? Karma means activities performed by living entities, conditioned by 3 modes, under the control and purview of time. Whatever the activities we do, under the influence of time, and we are all bound by 3 modes, right? And what is the result of that activity? That is karma. So today we are going to learn the laws of karma. First law is, every action has equal and opposite reaction is not only Newton's third law, but it is nature's law also. How many of you know this? Please learn this. This whole world is energy. Anything you throw will come back to you for sure. If you have troubled your mother-in-law, your daughter-in-law will trouble you. For sure. Or you have troubled your employee, you will be troubled by your employees. Something like that. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. Whatever you speak, do, think is okay. Let others think bad of you, that's okay. But if they scold you, then the problem will come to you. You know this boomerang? How many of you know boomerang? What is that?
You throw and it will come back.
Exactly. It's a weapon used by Australian bushmen to kill the animals. They throw it, it will kill the animal, it will come back to you. Likewise, whatever you, he is very bad. Huh? Next day somebody will say, she is very bad about you. Whatever you do, speak will come to you, for sure. No one can take anything from this world, I am honest. My experience also. Please be careful. So today we are going to see some knowledge, going to acquire some knowledge on spiritual life. So something wrong has happened means this is a reaction to what we have done in the past, one, or somebody has initiated a new action for which there will be reaction, or there are so many laws, huh? So many. Krishna, who is the owner of billions and billions and billions of computers, where he has recorded all our activities of all the lifetimes. The problem here is many people think it's only one lifetime. We went through so many lifetimes. This lifetime is nothing but from Boston to New York there is a train. It stops in 5 stages. I'm giving an example. So from point to reaching God, we are here. This here to here, stop to stop. But we don't know what we did from here to here, right? That may come back to us. That's why something happens, we cannot say whether we have done all this, it's a reaction to what we did in the past, or somebody started a new action on us, we don't know. That's why Krishna says, Gahano karmana gati. It's very difficult to explain the laws. However, today we'll learn. First one, the laws of karma are very relative. The laws of karma, they are very relative. Should I give an example?
Yes.
What do you mean by relative? Next door neighbor is not there. Immediately will break open the house. Break open the doors. Will break into the house. For what? Two. They were not there. The house was on fire. The children were stuck inside. So you break into the house to protect the children. It is good karma. There are two karma, good karma and bad karma. For a sannyasi, I'm not, of course. If for a grihastha married, if they enjoy regulated sense gratification, it's very good karma. But sannyasi even once indulges in sex life, it's a severe bad karma for him because of his ashram. But same thing for grihasthas. If you do it in a very regulated way, that is good karma for you. You will get better results. For the devotees, of course, if you eat limited, less, not too much, that is good karma. But if you're on Ekadasi day, if you eat grains this much, it's bad karma. So likewise, there is Manu Samhita, the laws are given. But 4 activities are there. If anyone does these 4 activities, it is bad karma. Should I tell? How should I tell this? No problem. Huh? Okay. No, but you know what I'm going to show, right? Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. But if anyone does these 4 activities, no matter who you are, it is bad karma. But usually when I do this, I don't show this in universities. Why? Today, if you do them, you are considered civilized. If you don't do them, you are considered uncivilized. You know how much society changed? Oh, you don't smoke? Really? You don't drink also? On the top you go to temple. You are an ass. You smoke, very good. You drink also, wonderful. You don't go to temple, very good. You are bright. There is a word called bright. Atheists, the name they use. Because they felt atheist is a bad word, so they started calling themselves bright. But according to Bhagavad Gita, Dharma stands on 4 pillars. Religion stands on 4 pillars. When you are climbing Tirupati temple, any temple actually, you see a big board. Dharma rakshati rakshita. Protect Dharma, it will protect you. That is right. What are the 4 pillars on Dharma stands? 1. Tapas saucham daya satyam. Tapas means austerity. Daya means mercy. Saucha means cleanliness. Satya means truth. So religion stands on 4 pillars. What is that? Austerity, mercy, truth and cleanliness. Yes, thank you. If you do harm to these 4 pillars, you are doing sin. It's a bad karma. No matter who you are. Continue. First one. When you indulge in extramarital relationships, sense gratification outside marriage, it'll make your heart impure and a serious karmic reaction. I'm honest. Why? Cleanliness is one of the pillars. Similarly, if you indulge in intoxication, you are harming the pillar of austerity, tapasya. First one, you are harming the pillar of saucham. If you indulge in gambling, you are harming the pillar of truth. If you indulge in meat eating, you are harming the pillar of daya. 1.5 inch tongue. Once it crosses here, it goes here. Can you tell the taste of it? And science says 136 diseases, they come because of the meat eating. And where is mercy? They are also living entities. And we have no right. But why are you telling today? First time we are hearing this too much. All the religions, they advocate this. Christianity, Islam, they tell us. Even Hinduism, many people eat meat. What is the problem? There is a concession, listen carefully. Concession in our religion also. You can eat meat. On certain conditions. What conditions? Not everyday breakfast, lunch and dinner. Once in a month. Only on a new moon day. Prabhupada says, what is that? Only goat. Only goat. Once in a month.